I'm back out here at the Sugar Shack, and I'm not doing a cook today, but I'm doing an experiment. I have to clean the pans anyway, so this is a good opportunity for me to do this. And it's cold, and we got some snow last night into this morning, so it's a good opportunity for me to be outside. Essentially, with this barrel stove, I'm really happy with how it's performed. 2.5 gallons an hour is not bad when you consider that I'm not using a blower to force more air into the stove to keep it hotter. I did that a little bit last year, but this year I haven't done it. So with just the minor changes I've made this year with the brick, keeping smaller pieces of wood loaded in there, and let's see here, what else have I done? That's really it. Managing 2.5 gallons an hour is not bad.
Pretty good.
It can be better. I'm always of the mentality of what can you do to improve, to be better, to make things go faster. So a friend of mine gave me a furnace inducer fan that was going to be thrown away. It works, and I decided to get a little creative with it. It was originally supposed to be, his thought was to give it to me so I could use it for a steam evacuation, like I use the bathroom fan for right now. But I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to show you why I don't think that's really going to work for that, but it's going to work for this. This is just water from the tap. You're not supposed to run this with these empty. You can warp them, burn them. These are in good shape. I just want to clean them today, which I have a thing of vinegar here that I'm going to do when this is all done. So really I'm just running water in it for now just to clean things out. But what you can see here, this is the fan. So this would normally be in a furnace, and there would be normally a hose there, and there for moisture evacuation that wouldn't drip back down to the fan. So I capped those for now. And barrels have a 2-inch, I think it's called an NPS thread right there for their one bung. The smaller bung I think is 3/4. I've always had that out, and I had that as like an air induct, like an intake, and I had my fan blowing into there. So what I did is somehow, this was actually the proper diameter to fit this sleeve over the 2-inch. So I just picked up those 2 3-inch, I think they are called nipples actually, even though they're 3 inches, and an elbow, and I hooked it up to this. Now he already had it wired up for me, as I can do on and off here. But what I did today is I went to Harbor Freight, home of so many budget builds, and I picked up a router. It's called a router controller. What it is, it's just a voltage regulator, so I can actually lower that fan or turn it up, or I can go right to full if I wanted to. So that is what I'm trying right now. So I have a fire going, and so we're gonna give this a go. Let's see how this works here. I also yesterday added some new insulation, 2400 degree insulation, ceramic insulation there, around the front of it here, to try to help with heat loss. My biggest thing was actually this door. It would get so hot. It gets 600 degrees plus. So to just open this was insane. As you can see, like, I can put my hand on it. Which is great. It's 1-inch insulation. It's at 77 degrees. We'll go here on the side. So on the bottom is actually sand and fire brick. So you can see here, that's down to 40 degrees. We'll go up here. This is insulation, 50, 60, 80, 100. Now up here where the dot is right now, there's like a small lip there where there's no insulation. So you can see it goes from the 300 degree mark straight down into the 100 degrees. Same with over here. Follow the dot. Nothing here. Down to 100 degrees, 130. That's insane. That's great. The front here, 90 degrees, door 80, up here where there is no insulation but it's touching the pan, 100. Like, this is fantastic already. 70 degrees. Even if this stays under 200, I would be very happy. Now it's gonna take a little getting used to. As you can see, there's flames coming out of the factory vent air intake, so I just got to find that sweet spot so that I don't have fire coming out of there. But that's the nice thing about being able to dial this in. There we go. And I'm just gonna cook this for a little bit just so I can see how the insulation and the fan is working, and then I'll add some more water, add the vinegar so that it can soak, so later I can scrub all of the char off of there. My plan is to, next year, I want to build a new stove, which I'll be able to reuse all the hardware for this one, the flue, the door, the legs. I can reuse all of that. I can reuse the fire brick and some of the insulation. But I want to build it as efficiently as I possibly can. I've learned a lot. This barrel will get me 2 years of use, which is good. But I know I can do better. I can get another barrel for free from my neighbors, thankfully. And essentially, I would like to get away from the 2 pan setup and actually go to a proper evaporator pan. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If not, I can redo it with these 2 pans. These pans have been fantastic, so we'll see what comes of it. But just wanted to give you a little update to see what I'm doing to make improvements.